Kajan Crack, welcome back. It's Mr. Dan, and we're here for Beginners Ulster Irish with Dan. This is episode 24. See, I've got my head screwed on, remember the numbers now. And today we're going to be looking at Ifir, which is number. So we're going to be looking at different numbers. Because one of the next lessons we're going to do is the time. So I'm going to go through the numbers 1 to 30. And then what I want you to do, I just want you to listen to start with. I'll go through them. And we'll go back through them and I'll pause and I want you to say them. And then we'll go back through them together afterwards. So I'll make a start with 0. A naj or a nivni, which is not. A hien, a daw, a tree, a caher, a quig or a cuig, you may hear. A shay, a sha, or you may hear shucked. A huck or hucked. A knee, a jay, a hen jag, a daw jag, a tree jag, a caher jag, a quig jag, a shay jag, a shuck jag, a huck jag, a knee jag. Fiha, which is 20. Fiha hen, via daw, via tree, via caher, via quig, via shay, via shuck, via huck, via nui. Triha. So that's the numbers 0 all the way up to 30. We're going to go back through them again, but we're going to stop and I'm going to give you some practice time. So a naj, a naj, a naj. Now it's your turn. Naj. Fantastic. A hien, like pain with a hien. Your turn. Fantastic. A daw, a daw, a daw. A tree, a tree. Now it's not re, not like tree. It's a ch, tree. A tree. Say it now. Fantastic. A car, a car, caher, a car. Your turn. It's 2 ways to say number 5 now, okay? A quig or quig. Quig. That would be closer to Ulster Irish, quig. But you can get away with saying a quig. If you want to try it the way that I prefer quig, it's a k, w, ig, quig. So, pick one, quig or quig, and say it after me. A quig. Fantastic. A shay. 6. A shucked. A shucked. In Ulster Irish, it's a lot softer. It's more like a sha. A sha. But you will hear it as a shucked. So let's just stick with a shucked, okay? So this is number 7. So now it's your turn. A shucked. Fantastic. A hucked. A hucked. Your turn. And again with number 9, a knee, you will hear, but I've also pronounced it as nui, nui. So very similar, no e, no e, nui, nui. However, because that may be difficult, you can absolutely just say a knee, a knee. So go ahead after me, a nui. A jai, a jai, a jai. You will probably sometimes hear a jag, a jag. Try a jai. Fantastic, a jai. A hen jag, that's 11. A hen jag. A daw jag. A tree jag. A caher jag. A quig jag. A shay jag. A shuck jag. A huck jag. A nui jag. A fiha. just fiha. No fiha, fiha. So the only one you need to watch out for there is number 12. Because when you're going through in your set of tens, they all say jag after, apart from with number 12, it's a do yag. A do yag. So let me go through those again, okay, because they're very important. A hen jag, a do jag, a tree jag, a cahar jag, a quig jag, a shock jag, a huck jag, a nui jag, and then fiha. Okay. And with 20, then onwards, fiha hen, fiha do, fiha tree, fiha cahar, fiha quig. So if you learn the numbers 0 right up the way to 20, then you just need to know the numbers for each set of tens. So fiha is 20, fiha hen, fiha do, fiha tree. 30 is tria, tria hen, tria do, tria tree. 40 is diad, diad. Diad hen, diad do, diad tree. And so on and so forth. We're not going to go all the way to 100 here. So let's go through them together, but I want you to try and say them with me, okay? So a naj, a hen, a do, a tree, a car, a quig, a shay, a shock, a hop, a nui, a jai, a hen jag, a do yeg, a tree jag, a car jag, a quig jag, a shay jag, a shock jag, a hawk jag, a nui jag, fiha. And we'll leave it at that. Fantastic work. Keep practicing those. I will put a wee caveat here that whenever you're counting in Irish, there's different ways to count different things. So there's a certain way to count people, and it uses different numbers. And there's a certain way to count physical things. These numbers are just the names of the numbers. So if you wanted to call out a phone number, so like a naj, a shock, the shocked, you know, so 077. Or if you wanted to say the number on your door, or if you wanted to give out your date of birth, whenever you need to just call out numbers or talk about the numbers, those are the numbers that you need to be using. Okay? But when you're actually counting things or people and saying you have 2 of these, or there's 2 people, they will be different numbers that you would use. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Thanks as always, and slán for now.